Welcome to one of the wildest Joker story arcs in the Batman. Across these 3 episodes, Gotham turns upside down as the Joker steals Batman's image, hijacks live television, and turns everyday citizens into laughing criminals. This fast paced, mind bending saga proves that the Joker isn't just crazy, he's terrifyingly clever. On a cold, dark night in Gotham City, a jaywalker gets attacked by a mysterious shadow, which has the same appearance as Batman. It is then revealed to be none other than the Prince of Crime himself, the Joker. He has decided that if he couldn't beat the Batman, he'd be the Bat, with Batman arriving all too late for him to save the jaywalker from becoming a victim of a new strand of Joker gas, which Batman's antidote apparently fails to cure. Although the Joker is enforcing the law throughout the city, he does so through alarming methods, using his Joker gas to apprehend criminals for the most minute and unreasonable reasons, such as throwing away an empty can on the streets, and an elderly lady for driving 3 blocks with her left turn signal turned on. And even the cops are horrified upon discovering the old lady. Paying a surprise visit to the mayor of Gotham, Joker demands $1 million payment from the city, since crime fighting isn't free on his agenda. After attacking the mayor's wife, Sheila, Joker tries to gas 2 girls playing on a sidewalk by drawing on it with chalk, claiming that they are scum and what they are doing is graffiti, but fortunately, he is stopped by the real Batman. A short confrontation ensues between the 2 long-term rivals, which results in a surprise defeat by Batman at the hands of the Joker Bat. He proceeds to state that if he's going to be Batman, he needs a Joker of his own, and injects Batman with a venom which injects a bit of humor into Batman. Bruce is ready to go off and visit the mayor and his hospitalized wife, but Alfred notices something odd about him. Something unusual. Bruce visits the mayor's wife at the hospital, but he loses himself after seeing the paralyzed Sheila and starts laughing uncontrollably. Extremely unethical on his part as the mayor looks at him surprised. Bruce Wayne finds out that the venom actually infects the nervous system. After doing some research in the Batcave, he finds out that he only has a few hours to live if the poison really kicks in fully. Batman devises a cure, but it requires a sample of Joker's venom as well. Meanwhile, the Penguin breaks into the Gotham Museum of Art, and Batman comes up with an awesome plan to confront the Joker. Since Joker is the new pretend Batman, he must stop the Penguin in his heist, and boy, the Joker doesn't disappoint. Joker confronts the Penguin and becomes a real pain for the Penguin as he demands the Penguin to surrender. Even the Penguin is confused with Joker's newfound role. Just then, the real Batman comes flying down to apprehend them both. After a short scuffle, Penguin is injected with the venom by accident as well, which leads to Batman and Joker facing off once again in one-on-one combat. Despite the Joker's near victory, Batman ultimately defeats the Joker by stealing the venom ever so cunningly from Joker and curing himself. With Batman finally cured, he defeats the Joker and tells a short joke, which actually makes the Joker laugh uncontrollably, with the Batman telling him that that's the Joker he knows, whilst pulling off the Joker's cowl. The night ends with both the Joker's and the Penguin's laughter echoing throughout Gotham. On another night at Wayne Manor, Bruce Wayne is watching basketball with Alfred, mentioning how fun the game actually is. The television suddenly becomes fuzzy, and the Joker appears on the screen, much to the shock of Gotham. He tells everyone that being a criminal mastermind does not cut it, and introduces his new show called Joker and the Mayor. The villain says that it will air tonight, just as soon as he abducts his co-star, which will be the mayor. Wayne gets up from his seat to suit up, causing Alfred to ask if he wants the show taped. In the city, Detective Yin is being driven by her new partner, Cash Tankinson, who is driving badly to the mayor's office for backup. He tells Yin that he won't go down like Ethan did, causing Yin to worry. In his office, Mayor Grange believes he is safe from the Joker since he is guarded by several GCPD officers who swear to stop the clown. One of the guards begins to laugh insanely, and he reveals himself to be the Joker. Joker sprays all of the officers with Joker gas before pursuing the mayor. After the Joker tackles Grange and ties him up, Tankinson and Yin enter with their guns drawn. Joker, unafraid of the cliché Detective Tankinson, sucker punches him into his new partner. They both lay on the ground confused as the Joker places a Joker playing card next to Tankinson and leaves with the mayor in a limousine owned by Punch and Judy. Batman, arriving and noticing the Joker escaping, catches up to the limousine and begins to fight Punch. In order to lose the hero, Joker pushes a glowing red button that splits the limo in two. Joker and the mayor escape in one half, and Batman crashes with the other. The Dark Knight begins to get himself back up when he is greeted by Cash Tankinson. The detective has a gun pointed at Batman, and Tankinson says this is his lucky day. Joker is getting away with the mayor, but Tankinson is more focused on Batman. Yin, arriving in a cruiser, sees Batman in trouble. She flashes the car's headlights really bright, causing Tankinson to flinch. Batman uses the opportunity to escape. Tankinson angrily screams that Yin made him lose the Batman. Yin half-heartedly apologizes, but in her defense, he ditched her in the first place. She then tells him not to lose his focus. In the Batcave, Alfred is monitoring the television and relays the information to Bruce. The Crown Prince of Crime is now standing with a captured Mayor Grange. Joker sprays Grange with an altered formula of Joker gas, so the mayor stays alive but with a large permanent grin. Joker announces his next plan is to rob a bank. Alfred repeats all of the Joker's plans and Batman moves out. Batman, arriving soon after, is too late. The security guards are Jokerized and the vault is cleared out. At the GCPD building, detectives Yin and Tankinson are watching the Joker's broadcast. The villain says that his next co-star is going to be Tankinson. Unafraid of Joker's threat, Tankinson demands a challenge from the clown. Yin, trying to save her partner from doing something foolish, orders him to take the next few days off so that he does not harm himself. Tankinson agrees and leaves. In the hallway, Tankinson takes out the Joker card he was given and decides to take matters into his own hands. Meanwhile, Batman returns to the Batcave trying to link the Joker's signal. The villain returns to television to reveal a new show, Shades of Blue. The star is none other than Cash Tankinson, who is walking into a trap and doesn't know it. Yin, watching the show through the GCPD building, calls Tankinson and tells him that he is walking into a trap, but he never listens. Just as predicted by Yin, Tankinson is sucker punched in the back by Judy, who was the cameraman. Now live on TV with the whole of Gotham watching, Joker is hosting a new show. Tankinson is held bound to a kangaroo standee. The clown states that if he doesn't get $1 million in donations, Tankinson will die live on air. Not long after, Joker has only raised about $200, with one being from his grandma. Frustrated that the detective did not raise much money, Joker gasses the detective with the altered Joker gas. Tankinson laughs hysterically before passing out. Batman arrives at the location of the filming, only for the Joker to have disappeared once again. Batman then realizes that Joker is using the old radio tower to broadcast his television shows for Gotham to see. At the radio tower, Joker is already there. Batman arrives and is again sucker punched by one of Joker's henchmen. Joker states that his real plan is to wirelessly detonate multiple bombs around the city, each emitting tons of Joker gas on all of the citizens. The cue for the bombs was going to be when the Joker abducted Mayor Grange and Detective Tankinson, but a better ending would be a final match between Batman and the Joker. Joker's henchmen pick up Batman and toss him into a boxing ring. Joker hops in himself, preparing for an awesome fight. As the cameras begin to roll, the Joker gas around the city sets off. Joker tries to fight the Dark Knight, but Batman jumps out of the ring to save Grange and Tankinson, who are tied to the radio tower. On the way up the tower, Punch and Judy arrive first and begin to fight. The Joker gas around the city is already beginning to seep into people's homes. After the back-and-forth fights, Batman broke the antenna at the top of the tower, and Joker gas, along with the television program, abruptly stopped. No loss of life from the poison. Back at the tower, Joker is furious that he is lost, but chooses to kill his hostages anyway. Batman stops the villain in time and handcuffs him to a pole. The Dark Knight is too late, however, and the mayor and detective's rope has snapped. Thankfully, Detective Yin arrives and grabs the rope. Then, Batman helps the police officer in pulling up the two hostages. Later, in the GCPD, Tankinson, fully recovered, is watching the news report. Yin comes in and Tankinson tells her that he wants to work in a desk job. He wants a break from the action, saying it is not for him. Yin understands and says she prefers the strong silent type anyway, just like Batman. As a subway train rushes by in Gotham City one fine morning, in a nearby bank, an old woman bank teller is putting away bags of money into the vault. A friendly security guard greets her, but the woman lets out a giggle. Soon after, the woman begins to laugh insanely inside the vault. The guard looks inside, only to be hit by a runaway money cart the old lady is riding. The guard yells at her, but the lady rides around the bank, throwing money in the air aimlessly. The crazy lady rides out of the bank on the cart, still laughing. Suddenly, Batman arrives to stop the cart. The woman continues to laugh, grabs 2 sacks of money, and begins to run. She is again stopped by Robin and then by Batgirl. The lady, still not caught, is finally taken down by Ebola from Batgirl. Batman walks over to the lady, still laughing hysterically, and examines her. Obviously the work of the Joker. Batman turns around to find that the woman is not the only one laughing and stealing. All over town, there are dozens of robberies being perpetrated by crazily laughing citizens. That night, Batman is standing on the GCPD building's roof with James Gordon. Batman tells Gordon of his attempts to stop all the robberies, but they were too scattered. Gordon tells Batman that those who committed the robberies explained that they have no idea why they did it or how they were hypnotized. In the alleyway below, Robin and Batgirl are waiting for Batman to finish his conversation with Gordon. Their conversation is interrupted when Batgirl randomly begins to chuckle. Robin realizes with horror that she, too, has become infected. An alarm begins to sound below. Both Batman and Gordon look to see the jewelry store under attack with Batgirl and Robin in pursuit. But unknown to Batman, Robin is the one in pursuit of the infected Batgirl. Robin and Batgirl have a brief duel, with Batgirl being the victorious one. The battle ends with Robin hanging onto his bat rope on the edge of a bridge. Batgirl takes out her sharp batarang and prepares to cut the rope and Robin's life. Before she gets the chance to kill Robin, Batman arrives and scolds her. Batgirl tries to attack the hero, but he is too quick. He takes out an antidote canister from his utility belt and sprays Batgirl on the face. Instantly, the girl stops attacking and falls to the floor. Robin ascends back to the top of the bridge to regroup with Batman. Batgirl, now fully recovered, does not remember her robbery. Batman has to tell her what happened. Batgirl looks at her stolen jewelry and states she doesn't even like pearls. In the river the bridge over, Joker is sitting on a boat with Punch and Judy, watching laughing robbers throw their stolen goods onto the boat. Joker then notices the 3 heroes arriving in the distance. He tells his henchmen to drive away. As the heroes arrive, the Joker and his minions escape in their speedboat. The next day, Bruce and Dick are in their civilian clothes. The two are casually spying on Barbara to see how she became infected by the Joker. Dick constantly complains, stating how they watched Barbara pick out purses for 2 hours. The girl, still not knowing of Bruce and Dick's spying, goes onto the train. Bruce recalls how Barbara always takes the train to school. The men sneak onto the train behind her. Midway through the trip, the lights on the vehicle begin to flicker. Suddenly, everyone in the train goes into a trance. That night, in the Gotham Museum, there are 3 more giggling robbers. The thieves are none other than hypnotized Bruce, Dick, and Barbara. In the Batcave later, the heroes watch a news show detailing Wayne's hypnosis and robberies. Alfred walks in, saying how lucky the police are for getting away with such little injuries. Batman, continuing to watch the report, sees the woman with the funny hat, the boy with the piercing, and the mean old man. They were all on the train, and now they're hypnotized. That's how the Joker is doing it. Wayne recalls the lights flickering and how they were all put into a trance afterwards. The lights are the key. On the train again, the lights begin to flicker on the passengers. Joker, who is in the conductor's seat, begins to soothe his victims over the loudspeaker. The light flickering immediately stops thanks to one of Batman's gadgets. The heroes are on the train too. Luckily, no one was fully hypnotized. In the conductor's car, Batman arrives and punches the Joker into the window. The Joker punches the hero back with a boxing glove gadget. Joker hands the Dark Knight over to Punch and Judy to fight for him. A fight erupts, and Batgirl and Robin run to assist Batman. As soon as Punch and Judy are defeated, the heroes notice the Joker back in the conductor's seat. He presses a button that detaches his car from the one his henchmen and the heroes are in. He takes one path, and the other cars take another. The Joker has gotten away again. The heroes have more problems, though. The car they are in is headed for a dead end, and they have the car with the passengers. Batman, quickly thinking, throws a freeze grenade under the train, freezing the wheels completely. Everyone is saved, but they still need to get the Joker. On foot, the heroes trace Joker's railway. They stumble upon an old coal mine. Batman explains Gotham's main source of industry in the 1800s: coal. There are abandoned mines like this one all over Gotham. Joker's voice is heard taunting the heroes. Suddenly, the rail beneath them gives out. All three land in a minecart that immediately takes off. Along the ride, cardboard cutouts of the Joker begin to pop up to scare the riders. Batman cuts all of them down with batarangs. Eventually, as soon as the ride stops, Batman, Robin, and Batgirl are blasted with a weird version of Joker gas, making them unconscious, and Joker stands over their sleeping bodies with pride. Soon after, they find themselves in a cage without their utility belts. Joker laughs, holding all their gadgets in his hand, with a train pointed at them. Joker explains that killing them with a train would be too cliché. It's only there to help him with his escape. His real plan, as he shows, is that he rigged all of the abandoned coal mines all over Gotham with dynamite. With one click of the button, all of Gotham will be sucked into the ground below. Lucky for the Dark Knight and his sidekicks, Batman always carries an emergency lockpick deep in his costume. He frees them instantly. Batman looks at the GPS on his wrist gauntlet. Robin says it's no use. They can't get back to the surface by digging. Batman is not so defeated. He takes a pile of Joker's primed dynamite. He has another plan for them. In the Batcave, Alfred is busy sweeping little pieces of dust off the floor. The wall to the Batcave explodes, exposing Batman. Alfred is not surprised. Batman hops into the Batmobile and drives off through the new entrance he made. Albert just continues to sweep nonchalantly. Batman drives by the sidekicks back in the coal mines in the Batmobile. He quickly tells them to get in. They do so, and the car blasts off after the Joker's train. The Joker, trying to get outside the city limits before he explodes all of Gotham, is quickly making his escape. However, the Batmobile is quicker. The heroes jump on and end up in the cart containing all of the stolen goods. Batman notices their utility belts and grabs them. Joker, knowing that he cannot escape with the stolen goods now that Batman's there, throws a grenade that breaks the connection between his car and the stolen goods car. Batman is undeterred and shoots his bat rope between his car and the Joker's. He tells his sidekicks to cover him. The Dark Knight's going to tightrope between two trains. The Joker, noticing Batman's circus act, uses his acid flower to try and burn the bat rope. The kids, like they were told to, hit the Joker with batarangs in time to stop him in his tracks. Batman, running out of time because of the acid that did get on the rope, rushes and finally makes it onto Joker's train. The most anticipated fight begins, and Batman manages to get the detonator from Joker, but the Madman takes a nearby shovel and beats Batman in the face with it. As the train passes the city limits, Joker takes his detonator from the dazed hero and clicks the button several times. However, the city still stands. Batman gets up and tells Joker that he can't detonate anything without the battery. Batman then beats Joker to the ground and stops the train. The Madman is defeated. Back in the Batcave, the three heroes look at the gigantic hole in the wall Batman created getting the Batmobile. Batgirl comments that Batman should expand the Batcave. Maybe Batgirl can have her own Batgirl cave. Robin, frustrated, states he should have his own cave. Batgirl, not upset, says that she's done being the hero for the day. She's going shopping again and offers Robin to come, saying there's a handbag sale. Grayson laughs and calls Gordon a regular Joker. Thank you for watching Second Look. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more awesome videos. Have a nice day.